سلام و خوش اومدین به یه ویدیو دیگه با من. ما توی این اپیزودها با همدیگه کتاب Vocabulary for IELTS سطح Advanced رو در قالب پادکست های آموزشی یاد میگیریم. توی این اپیزودها لغات و گرامرهای حرفه‌ای یاد میگیریم که بتونیم با استفاده از این لغات این کتاب سپیکینگ و رایتینگ حرفه‌ای تری داشته باشیم. یادتون نره که من این کتاب سطح اینترمدییت هم آموزش دادم که از طریق این پلیلیست میتونید بهش دسترسی داشته باشید. اول اون سطح رو کار کنید، بعد این سطح. و از همه مهمتر برای دانلود PDF هایی که بهتون آموزش میدم میتونید جوین بشین به کانال تلگرام سحرکست. حالا چطوری از این پادکست ها استفاده کنید؟ توی انتهای صحبت های من یه دونه ویدیو کوتاه براتون آماده کردم که به راحتی میتونید با استفاده از روشی که من بهتون میگم هم این کتاب رو بخونید، هم یاد بگیرید که چطوری به بهترین نحو از این پادکست ها استفاده کنید که لغات و گرامرش رو به خوبی یاد بگیرید. پس یادتون نره دقیق مراحلی که بهتون گفتم رو اجرا کنید تا بتونید بهترین عملکرد داشته باشید. بریم سراغ درس 6 از کتاب Vocabulary for IELTS سطح Advanced. توی این درس در مورد بازاریابی، مارکتینگ، تبلیغات و قدرت و متقاعد کردن مشتری صحبت می‌کنیم. پس تا ادامه ویدیو همراه هم باش. Vocabulary for IELTS Level Advanced Unit 6 Powers of Persuasion, Advertising and Marketing. Hi everyone, it's Sahar here. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're diving into something we see every single day, advertising. Whether you're scrolling through Instagram, walking past a billboard, or even hearing a catchy jingle on TV, marketing is everywhere. Sometimes ads are persuasive and actually helpful, introducing us to something new we might need. But other times, they're distracting, even infuriating when they interrupt our favorite shows or flood our inbox. In this unit, we'll learn the vocabulary to talk about advertising, the tricks marketers use, the effects ads have on our lives, and even our own consumer habits. By the end, you'll be able to describe different types of advertising, give your opinion about their impact, and talk about how marketing shapes modern society. Unit 6, Vocabulary List, Advertising and Marketing. Billboard. Billboard. It is a large outdoor board for advertising. Branding. Branding. It means creating a unique name or image for products. Distributor. Distributor. A company or person that supplies goods to stores. Flyer. Flyer. A small printed paper with product information. Gimmick. Gimmick. A trick or feature used to attract attention. Jingle. Jingle. A short song used in advertising. Manufacturer. Manufacturer. A company that makes goods. Marketing. Marketing. Promoting and selling products or services. Online retailer. Online retailer. Stores that sell goods via the internet. Ploy. Ploy. A clever plan used to persuade people. Rebate. Rebate. Partial refund offered after purchase. Sales representative. Sales representative. A person who sells products for a company. Slogan. Slogan. A short, memorable phrase. Telemarketing. Telemarketing. Selling by phone. vendor, vendor, someone who sells goods. Adjectives: catchy, catchy, easy to remember, easy to remember, compelling, compelling, very convincing. Distracting, distracting, taking attention away. Disturbing, disturbing, making people feel upset. Infuriating, infuriating, extremely annoying. Invasive, invasive, too involved in people's privacy. Irritating, irritating, causing slight anger. Monetary, monetary, relating to money. Persuasive, persuasive, able to convince. Emotional, emotional, appealing to feelings. Repetitive, repetitive, done many times. Sleek, sleek, stylish and smooth. Ubiquitous, ubiquitous, found everywhere. Unavailable, unavailable, not possible to get. Some verbs are assure, assure, to tell someone something is certain. Cultivate, cultivate, to develop or improve something. Entice, entice, to attract by offering something appealing. Induce, induce, to cause someone to do something. Oblige, oblige, to force or require. Pressurize, pressurize, to persuade by using pressure. Reassure, reassure, to comfort, remove doubt. Tempt, tempt, to make someone want something. Urge, urge, to strongly encourage. Now, we are going to analyze some part 3 speaking samples about advertising and marketing. Number 1. Do you think advertising influences people's choices too much? I think it definitely has a strong influence. Advertising doesn't just provide information, it often plays on our emotions. For example, a compelling advertisement can make people buy something they don't really need. Personally, I believe we should be more aware of these tactics and try to make rational choices rather than being tempted or by every catchy slogan. Number 2, are there any positive aspects of advertising? Yes, to a certain extent. Advertising can actually be very informative. For example, when new medicines, eco-friendly products, or educational apps come out, ads help spread awareness quickly. In this sense, marketing can be persuasive in a good way because it connects people with services they might genuinely benefit from. Number 3, what are the disadvantages of advertising for society? One major disadvantage is overconsumption. Advertising often cultivates the idea that happiness depends on buying more. This leads to a wasteful culture and even environmental damage. Another problem is invasive ads online, which track our data and make us feel that our privacy is being violated. Number 4, how has advertising changed in recent years? It has become much more digital and targeted. In the past, we mostly saw billboards and TV commercials. Nowadays, companies use social media, influencers, and personalized ads based on our browsing history. This makes advertising more effective, but also more disturbing because it feels like brands know everything about us. Number 5. Do you think children should be protected from advertising? Absolutely. Children are extremely vulnerable to gimmicks and bright colors. They don't have the maturity to distinguish between reality and marketing strategies. I think governments should regulate advertising aimed at kids, especially for junk food or video games, because it can induce unhealthy habits. Number 6. Should there be stricter laws on advertising? In my opinion, yes. For example, ads for cigarettes or alcohol are often banned in many countries because they can harm. Similarly, misleading ads should be punished more severely. If don't curb false advertising, consumers will continue to be misled and trust in the market will decrease. Number 7. Why do you think some ads are so memorable? Usually it is because they're catchy or emotional. A powerful story or a funny jingle sticks in people's minds. For example, I still remember a soft drink ad from years ago simply because the slogan was so easy to repeat. Creativity plays a big role in marketing an ad unforgettable. Do you think advertising will change in the future? Definitely. I think it'll become even more personalized using AI and virtual reality instead of a general flyer. We might see ads tailored to our exact mood or location. While this could make ads more sleek and effective, it could also raise serious questions about privacy and how much companies should be allowed to know about us. Now, a part 2 sample answer. The question goes like this. Describe an advertisement you liked. You should say what the advertisement was for, where and when you saw it, what made it special, and explain why you liked it. One advertisement that I really liked and which has stayed in my mind for years was a Nike campaign that I first saw on YouTube about 3 years ago. It wasn't just about promoting shoes or sportswear, it was about sending a motivational message. This ad showed clips of people from different backgrounds, some young, some old, or even some who had physical disabilities, punishing themselves to achieve things in sports that most people would consider impossible. I think what made it so memorable was the way it connected emotionally with the audience. The visuals were so compelling and the slogan, "Find your greatness," was so simple yet so powerful. Instead of showing only professional athletes, which is what most sports brands usually do, Nike decided to feature ordinary people who were striving to improve themselves. That made the whole message more authentic and relatable. Another thing I liked was the music. It had a very catchy beat that built up throughout the video that made the final message really impactful. Even after I stopped watching, I kept thinking about the phrase and even repeated it to myself when I was struggling with exams or trying to exercise. To be honest, I'm usually quite skeptical about advertising because a lot of ads feel invasive or just try to tempt us into buying something we don't need. But this particular advertisement was different. It was persuasive in a positive way because it didn't push a product directly to encouraged an attitude, a mindset. That is why I liked it so much. So overall, I would say this advertisement stood out to me not just as a piece of marketing, but almost as a short inspirational film. It actually motivated me in real life, which is rare for an ad. Another part to sample. Describe a product you bought because of an advertisement. You should say what the product was, what the advertisement was like, why you decided to buy it, and explain whether you were happy with your purchase. A product I ended up buying because of an advertisement was a pair of wireless headphones. I remember the ad popped up on Instagram while I was scrolling late at night. Normally I ignore ads, but this one really caught my attention because it was designed in such a sleek and modern way. It showed people using the headphones in all sorts of situations, commuting on the subway, jogging in the park, and even working out at home. The advertisement was very enticing because it highlighted the features in a way that made them feel essential. For instance, it showed the noise cancelling ability by switching between chaotic city sounds and then complete silence when the headphones were on. It also emphasized that the product was rechargeable and even somewhat eco-friendly, which really appealed to me. The ad also had a catchy jingle that stuck in my head for a few days. After watching it several times, I felt almost obliged to try them. I actually went online that same night and ordered them. At first, I was worried that I had been impulsive, but when they arrived, I was pleasantly surprised. The sound quality was fantastic and they've been very reliable. I still use them today. Looking back, I realized that the advertisement definitely influenced my decision. Normally, I prefer to research a product carefully, compare reviews, and only then buy. But in this case, the ad was so persuasive that it skipped the whole process for me. I think this shows how powerful marketing can be, especially when it connects with your lifestyle or convinces you that a product will genuinely improve your daily life. So yes, I was satisfied in the end. But I also became more aware of how easily advertising can induce us to make more decisions. It worked out for me this time, but I know it could have gone the other way if the product hadn't been good. Thank you for being with me today. Wait till the next episode. See you.